Really proud of our coaching staff and our players that came on this trip, and the way they prepared. There was no doubt that we could win the football game. Only 13% of the people that walk into the stadium leave a winner, and you have to be elite to be able to do that. It takes elite concentration with their crowd noise. It's a four-quarter battle, and Florida State's never going to quit playing. They're very well coached. I have so much respect for Jimbo and his staff. They have great talent. But our players came here with a dream 3 and 4 years ago. Most of those guys that are out there, and that was to help me and our staff elevate our program and be competitive and be a contender in this conference. And today was a great step in the right direction for all of us that way. And you know, I chose this profession, as many of you guys know, because I like helping people reach their dreams and being a part of that process. And that's what today was. I mean, just to see the euphoria in their faces in that locker room and feel how much went into that journey. That's why I coach. And I loved every second of that. I'm so proud of those guys.
Dave, can you talk about how good your offense was and how good your quarterback was today?
Yeah, just getting the stats here for the first time. You know, we didn't have a ton of yards. We were able to stay on the field on some third downs, more than Alabama did the week before, which was pretty important from a defensive standpoint, helping those guys have some correction time on the sideline. You know, I think we wore them down over time. We were able to run the football when we needed to in the fourth quarter and get us that key first down at the end, because you know, you don't want to be in that situation. I thought we ran the ball well near the goal line, you know, when they're packing it in, and they got a bunch of big studs down there, and we were able to get it in on fourth down. So, you know, just as we continue to take care of the ball, I think the only mishap was the safety, the botched snap down there, which made it more interesting than it should have been, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Can you talk about the play of Ryan Finley, your quarterback, two touchdown passes?
Well, Ryan's playing the same way he has the last 3 games. He's managing the offense. He's giving his receivers a chance. He's not making mistakes with the ball and hurting our team. Very accurate, throws catchable balls, very intelligent, and he's having a heck of a year right now. And just got to keep him upright and let him keep doing it.
Coach, Florida State's quarterback James Blackman, a true freshman.
Yeah.
What did you think of his performance? 22 completions and more than 270 yards.
No, I thought for a true freshman he played well. He threw some good deep balls. He even, you know, made a couple plays on his feet, which, you know, we had no idea if he could run or not from the film we had. So, you know, he's going to be a good player for them. You know, I thought we hit him a lot. You know, we had some big hits on him, which affected him. But he was pretty accurate. He didn't throw the ball to us. You know, for a true freshman, his first college start, it's pretty impressive.
What goes into game planning for a true freshman? I mean, you have little to no film on him.
A lot of what ifs. Yeah, a lot of what ifs. I mean, we were basing it on the fact that Jimbo would run his offense the way he always has, and other than running the quarterback, which he didn't do, it was pretty much the same offense we've seen from him.
Dave, you've talked a lot about making the plays. I thought Chubb knocking the ball out there in the second quarter, even Arias on that 3rd and 2, I thought was huge for you guys in the second quarter.
And Steph Lewis, I mean, that catch he had on 3rd down, I mean, that was like Dennis Rodman rebound. I mean, going up and just snatching the ball out of the air with 2 hands, and that was big time. Our kicker made the kicks today. I mean, that's what you got to do in a game like this. You know, you got to make the plays. I call it make the layups, but some of those were big time plays. And Chubb's forced fumble was a huge effort play, and just an incredible play by a senior.
I mean, they cut it to 20-16 in the fourth quarter. You guys got the ball and drove down the field for about a 5-minute drive for the touchdown. What did that drive do in terms of the outcome of this game?
Well, it gave the defense some cushion and made their offense have to be in pass mode, which helps you pass rush-wise. You don't have to sit there and they may run the football here and you can turn it loose a little bit more. I thought Hucks, you know, brought some good pressures. We had a great safety blitz on 4th down. We missed the tackle, but forced him to throw an errant throw. And, you know, we just kept mixing it up, and it was a long day. You know, we were hoping Mike Stevens would be able to play today and help with the rotation, but after warm-ups, he just didn't look right and didn't want to put him out there. So our 2 corners had to play every snap. And that was challenging against the speed they have.
You mentioned the journey. Did you, when you walked out before the game, did you even think about that first game? It was such a whirlwind by them. The game at 13 with the 35 points that they scored in the first quarter. Just how gives you a measuring stick of how far the program has come for you.
We call that year 0. That was ground level, but not a lot of fun things happened that year. So we try not to think a whole lot about it.
Defensive line had arguably their best performance this season, constantly getting in the backfield. What led to that elevated play today?
guys got big hearts. They wanted it.
Dave, can you kind of summarize what this win means for your program? Coming down here to Tallahassee, winning on the road, an ACC win, knocking off the 12th ranked school in the country. What does that say about your program?
I think it's a great statement on where we're headed. And we've beaten a lot of teams that people think we should beat. We've knocked on the door with a ton of teams and haven't finished, and now we've finished. And so it just puts you closer to where you want to be. You want to be in the conversation at the end of the year in this league, and to do that, you got to win games like today. I mean, that's it's no easy task. You know, we got to play Syracuse next week, and they'll throw 100 passes, and then 4 days later we got to play Lamar Jackson. You know, in a short week. So I'm just going to savor this one right now, and very proud of the players. And I know a lot of recruits were watching that game today, so you can see that what we're telling you is true.
Coach, how long do you savor the win over Florida State before you have to turn your attention to the next opponent?
24-hour rule.
Dave, it seemed like the past 3 years that Florida State's defense did a good job containing Samuels. Just what was the difference where you could get him some open looks today?
Well, I mean, the offense is moving him all over the place, and I think part of this too, you guys talk about Jay Sam a lot, and he deserves it. But there's some players around him that you can't ignore, you know, and you can't just everybody go stop one and you forget about Naheem, you forget about Kelvin, you forget about Steph. And there's other players out there, and we're not a one-dimensional team that one guy runs the whole thing. I mean, he got the ball 12 times, but Jacoby Myers had 112 yards, you know. So we're going to attack you where there's other places on the field that are open, and those guys are going to make plays.
What did you tell Jacoby today?
After that play?
No. Before the game. I'm sure you told him, yeah, you're going to play today. You're going to get your
Well, I
second
mean,
chance.
we told him all week to have a good week of preparation, and he'd be back into the rotation, and to make up for his lack of preparation the week before. And that when you make mistakes, it's your job as a player to make up for them. And he said he would.
His
Other than
response?
the somersault, he had a great game. You know, and I told him, I said that was immature, and he just cost us 20 yards. It was a great play, but it was immature, and we can't have it.
Is that it, guys?